6 years between franchise and this Optic Gaming squad. He, of course, is 2-16 to them, something insane. Not the best winning record against this squad, but he beat them once in the Season 2 Finals of Gears Ultimate Edition. He beat them once at Hyperstation 4. He beat them once in Mexico City 2 years ago, and he's looking to do it again here. Ladies and gentlemen, the stage is set. The grand finals are ready. We have Optic Gaming going up against Denial Esports.
Let's get it.
All right, here we go. You got to put the past aside. It's all about the present. The Gears Pro Circuit Championship. Optic Gaming, Denial Esports. Two organizations that have clashed across a variety of different games. But it's all about Gears of War here in Mexico City. And we're on Lift. And we're already off the break. We're going to be taking a look at Solars here to start things off, Blaze.
No matter where you're watching from, if it's Twitch or Mixer, let us know who you want to win.
Put in the chat.
Is it Denial or Optic?
It's going to be intense. Solars, though, he's actually going to get caught off by Icy. Icy able to get that first blood early on now. Summons, though, is going to be dealing with a mix-up here from Sleepy, and that's going to be the kill there for him. Explosive as well follows up onto Franchise. That means that you have 2 players down for Denial. Optic Gaming all 5 up currently, and that means that Optic will continue to march on forward here and see if they can get control of C, taken away from Denial currently as Icy is going to be on the come-up. But they got the crossfire, they got precision, and this is the thing that I think, you know, we were talking a lot in the back about, Blaze, just the way that these players have been working together so well, utilizing their Lancers. It's not just a Nasher game anymore. You got to really bust out those support weapons and help each other out.
Yeah, you know, on a map like Left, in the first half, we usually see a lot of home hill setups. The A and the C hill, as you guys can see on your screen, is very close together. All you got to do is cap your home and press and push across, and this is a very viable setup that we see a lot of teams doing. So, but in this one, you're going to see Optic Gaming slowly start to push in. They're going to finally get this hill cap. Sometimes you have to sacrifice a player to get that cap so you can get the full benefits from that home hill setup.
I feel like also, Blaze, we're looking at a completely different Optic Gaming here. Explosive, he's going to get the down. That's going to be the kill onto Icy, and that will be 4 players down for Denial Esports. Last player left alive is going to be Franchise. And he's going to hang out by B, and Optic, they're going to have his number for the time being. He's going to have to back away, wait for his teammates to come up spawn. That's why he went to the right, but he has to contest his domination.
He knew Soldiers was going to stay there for too long because it is round 1, and the respawn timers are going to be 12 seconds. So we're going to have a lot of action in this first round. That's why Optic Gaming not able to close this one out just yet, but it's still anybody's game. That one player of Optic Gaming protecting his spawn, protecting that wraparound that could possibly happen from Denial.
It's a mosh pit down low. That's going to be 4. Franchise once again is going to just be the last player standing by B. It's like deja vu, except this time Optic Gaming are going to be on the move. They're going to decap B, forcing Franchise to have to make a play, but he's going to get chunked from behind. And he got Denial. They're coming off the spawn. 3 seconds. Are they there to stop it? No, Optic Gaming will get that first point on the board.
Now, Optic Gaming needs to win 28 rounds.
I'm going to be very honest. I think they're very capable of doing it. This looks like a different Optic team than what we saw in the winter bracket finals.
I do agree with that.
They look caught off guard in that first round on Slab. They're in a comfortable area right here on Lift. I like this Optic team. Explosive said they were warmed up, Blaze.
Yes, yeah, it is. So Denial, one thing that has been the key to their success over this entire weekend is rushies. Just based off his mechanical skill, him running that front spine, getting all these quick picks on these power weapons. On this map, it is going to be Icy with the front spine as well. So, you know, I'm going to see that he's going to have to get that drop shot if Denial goes to play for it. In round number 1, you saw Explosive with 7 kills. Let's see how they're going to end up countering this weapon placement.
Certainly is a player that is the difference maker. He's been dominant in Gears 4 ever since the game released. But the drop shot, Rushies, that's a familiar name that you're going to see picking up that weapon. Rezik and Rushies are going to die courtesy of Summons and Praise. Franchise and Icy, though, are going to follow up with 2 of their own.
Sleepy,
we're going to have an interesting split now. Icy, Sleepy versus Mental and Explosives, and Icy's going to back away because he's getting challenged now from Explosives, which leaves Sleepy by himself. The melee comes through, and Sleepy's going to be very weak. He goes down to boot, and that was very well done by Optic Gaming. Really just isolated them with those Lancers, played that one very well.
And Rushies end up dying with that drop shot as well. Didn't get a chance to see how he did end up dying, but Explosive's going to be down mid-map. Denial trying to push across, clean up some of these kills. You see to your right as well, Mental locking off that top rock. He's going to be posted up there, and so he's going to be stopping a lot of these pushes from Denial across that deck area where that drop shot is placed. But Rushies looking for a 1v1 to isolate, doing what he does best, trying to get the game back in his favor, noticing that the pinch is coming through. Sleepy, he tried to give him the call out that Solars was cutting back, but Rushies knows that Solars has damage on him, trying to creep up. Oh, he's going to connect with that one, but this is a big 1v1 for B.
Mechanically speaking, Rushies has been very impressive throughout Mexico City this weekend, dominating every single time. He's been, in my mind, the difference maker for the Ghost game, the difference maker in the Optic Winter Bracket final game, what he was able to do early on in those initial fights, securing those power weapons. He has just been that guy that they can rely on to remain consistent, which in this scenario is something that you're really going to want to have on your side. The consistency. You don't want that fluctuation. You don't want the emotions to come into play. And Denial do a good job of keeping that in check. These two teams, though, man, this is a very different game from that Winter Bracket final. Optic Gaming looked a lot more poised than they once did.
Rushy starting to push through the spine. He's going to have help from Sleepy. This is how you break a home hill setup on lift. You have to get control of your opponent's spine so you can pinch from two different angles. Looking like it's working out for Denial now. Rushy's trying to dodge that one shot, calling for reinforcements, but Optic once again holding down that position for the double home hill setup. They were fortified great there.
I also like the way that Optic dropped back when they needed to, recognizing that the Wolfpack push from Denial was going to come to fruition. So they just brought them into it. They allowed them to go into their Nashers, and now that leaves Rezik and Rushies, the last two players left alive. Rezik can go for a break, but he can't slide in, and Optic Gaming is going to go up by 2.
There you go. Optic Gaming getting the first 2 rounds in a row. Getting back to lift, one of their, one of their better map picks. Super talented on this one.
J-Ribs did say that if Optic Gaming want to be able to hold this one together, lift is the map they need to win. If Denial want to end this one in 2, it all starts in game 1.
Yes, it does. I do agree with that one. Getting that momentum going into Forge is going to be huge for Denial. Because Forge is Auto Gaming's auto ban, right? They haven't played it all tournament. But on the flip end, it's one of Ghost Gaming's better maps because of Rushies owning that button, that control room, utilizing those long-range weapons like the sniper and the M-bar. So we'll see when we get there. But the quick pick looking like it was trying to come in from Denial. Franchise, great kill on Solars.
A good way to open it up now. It's going to be from Franchise. Rezik with the follow-up on Explosive. 2 players for Optic Gaming are going to be out of the action. Another one down 3. Count them, 3 out for Optic now. Denial also have 3 up. In turn, Sleepy, though, takes out Mental, and they're going to have control of A and C, the home hills. And Denial coming to life, the Nashers. This is what you want to see. Icy getting that beautiful drop shot that he has put to use so many times, and Denial looking to put one on the board. That's going to be Solars needing to get in there. They go into the challenge.
Oh, here comes reinforcements.
Clearing out
Optic Gaming looking to make a statement on his B hill, looking to get back under their control. Rezik 1v1, he's going to miss it.
Explosives takes those all day. That's going to be the double to save the round, but is it enough?
Gaming. They did it. They did what they had to do, getting that B hill back. Now they're going to take their man advantage while they know that they have it, while the rest of these players are coming off respawn to get in these positions, to get towards the home hill of Denial. But Optic Gaming still no points on the board, but they're playing for this trip cap domination.
Yeah, at this point, this is really their only option. Explosive is going to need the support of his teammates, as he was very weak. He's going to be dealing with it. 2v1.
Wow, that was
he might
clean.
be able to win this. Another player's going to creep up. Explosives. He's now going to have the support, and he manages to stay alive. What a play out of Explosives to just live there. But not only live, but pick up the kills, Blaze.
You know, one thing about Denial when it comes down to these mid-round setups is that, you know, if they have a point lead, it does them wonders a few times during a round. So you're going to see these players come off respawn, and they're going to make B their new home hill. It was 100-0 before Optic Gaming got any points. Denial might be able to win off 1. I'm not even sure exactly, but they need to cap this hill and set up. At this point, I'm pretty sure all the coaches are doing the math, saying, okay, can we win off 1? Do we have to push the homes? And I think they're recognizing that, hey, you know, still a lot of time to play. Let's try to work around and push Solars out of their spawn and see if we can get some pressure on one of these home hills.
Yeah, it's very close. You don't want to make the wrong call there. With Optic Gaming up 2-0, it's just not a decision that you want to have made that could potentially be costly for you in the long run. Optic Gaming have A and C. They have the home hills.
All Denial has to do is win one rotation. He just needs to decap one of these home hills and cause a lot of drama. But there's the boom shot pickup. My fault, the drop shot pickup by Optic Gaming, and they're going to sit back because they might actually win off of 2.
Optic Gaming being able to get that weapon away from Denial is massive. Every time that weapon is in the
Optic
hands.
has to be the aggressors.
So they have to do this. They have to push this.
Yeah, they do, and they got 4 drops, and both teams are recognizing it now at the 170 mark that Denial can win off 1, but they shouldn't turtle too much. Icy's going to be trapped on that side of the map. Here comes a drop shot. He's going to lead it, and he's going to catch him. Where you running?
Looking for another, but he doesn't get it quite yet. He still has 2 more left in the chamber for the drop shot. Boom! That's mental. He gets the shotgun kill onto Sleepy. They got to cap this out now. And I like Summons' play. He's just going to go for the home. He's got to cap this one, and that is going to be the stop. Nicely done. Optic Gaming go up by 3. Denial got to find an answer here because Lift has been green this whole time.
That was a beautiful start to the round for Optic Gaming. They had control throughout that entire map, locked the double home hill setup, got the drop shot, and just picked off Denial 1 by 1. Curious to see what Denial. So if you put a sniper on maintenance, if you find yourself, that's a great play because Optic, they've been sticking to that home hill setup a lot. So if you find yourself in that position like Denial was in before, you got a sniper for Rezik or Rushies to work with. Also, you have a clear sight line on when that new drop shot's going to get picked up. Denial has the map set up pretty well. I kind of see what their strategy is going to be, but let's see if they can get this drop shot. That's what they need to focus on first.
Explosives has been a beast this game. Denial struggling to get anything going. Very, very different from the winner bracket final where Denial were all over Optic Gaming. Mental's going to get 2 kills on Franchise and Rushies. That starts things off nicely for Optic Gaming and Icy. They get the drop shot. Things are looking mighty fine here for the green wall as domination is starting in 4 seconds. Those respawns are only going to get longer, but Rezik saves the day ever so briefly, though. 4 seconds remaining. It's going to be up to Franchise. The LMS here. Does he get there? No.
Nope.
Optic Gaming, once again, in a row. 4 for Lift.
They got 4 maps to do this on, but they're looking good. 4 rounds in a row. Is showing why they picked this map, Lift, and why it is one of their best maps. They're making this look effortless.
And also, take a look at the or I shouldn't say the composure, but the the reactions from Optic,
yeah, they
right?
know they got 28 rounds is a lot of rounds, okay? And that's not even counting, and that's saying if you win 4 maps in a row.
But they're laughing, you got everyone smiling like this is just a new Optic Gaming from Winter Finals where they were silent.
We'll see how they start acting when they start losing rounds, right?
That's true.
If they lose rounds, but we'll see if they start acting when they start losing rounds. That's going to be the real test.
Right now, though, doesn't seem like that's going to be the case.
They always look good when it's all fun and games and they're winning, right?
Oh, very true. Look at this there. Praise. Team kills, as a matter of fact, with Summons, though.
Oh, the drop shot is down. Mental has great angles. Sleepy goes down. That's 5 members down.
This is not looking good. Not looking good for Denial whatsoever. Those respawns are going to take so long. Rushies is going to be the first player up. 1 second remaining, and that is going to be the 5th round for Optic Gaming. Now let's go ahead and set the stage for the viewers at home. If Optic are able to win this best of 3, we then have to reset the bracket because Denial, they have not been sent to that lower bracket. Because of that, Optic Gaming need to win 2 best of 3s in a row against Denial. Not an easy task when you talk about escalation, Gears of War, how long these games take, and furthermore, how long that team has been up there playing. They went in, they started the day, they went up against Denial, they then had to go up against Ghost. It's been a roller coaster for the Green Wall.
It really has been a roller coaster for these guys. Good angles for Sleepy. Denial gets the boom down. They're looking for a player to press up and clean up that kill. Uh-oh.
They didn't see it get picked up.
It's in the corner. It bounced off the back of the wall. Almost got that player, but here comes the pressure from Denial. But it looks like Optic Gaming is going to be in a good defensive position. That's drop in hand. Uh-oh. That's right next to him.
Sleepy can get that weapon.
If he wants it, he wants to help his teammate out first. You can't die.
More important to be able to help his teammate, he felt like, in that scenario. And the drop shot, he's calling it.
Praise almost made that play there.
He did.
But drop shot's going to be in the hand of Rushies, and they're going to have this C-Hill capped up. So a member of Optic Gaming is behind them, decapping their home hill. So that means Rushies probably going to get flanked to his right, but you can kind of see on the X-ray cam that Optic Gaming are going to slow this round down a little bit. They're going to go towards B and set up. They also know it's a snipe on that side of the map. Icy's fighting by himself, and I think he did go down. Yes, he did. So at the B hill, I do not know when that new snipe comes up, but we're going to have a little stalemate. Optic Gaming's going to wait till that gets there.
And really think about it like this. Optic have to slow it down.
Summons has it. He's looking at Rezik.
Oh, explosive headshot on Franchise. It's going to have to push Rezik back, and Rezik's going to be very weak. That'll do it on Rezik. Rushies, though. Drop shot. Again, oh.
Too low.
Didn't hit anything out of that one, though. But Rushies, man, look at that movement. The way he was getting shot up, and he was still able to stay alive. Wow.
Where you running?
He's so good with that weapon. It happened in Winter Bracket Final. It's happening here.
He started the series off 2-12. In this round, he hasn't died. He has gotten 3 kills in a row. You're going to need that production out of him. Mental's going to have to make the play, but that smoke's going to slow him down. For Icy, going for the kill. Fran and Icy versus Mental, and Mental gets 1, but he falls.
Is this going to be Denial's first round win? No, it's going to be stopped.
And they get it.
There it is. Denial get their round win. It stopped for a brief moment, but they were able to win it out.
Getting that first one on main stage, getting that pressure off of them, getting that flow started. So, folks, it is going to be halftime, so those power weapons will be wiped off the map, and we will have a new set of heals. Also, respawn timer is going to be dropping down to 12 seconds. Optic Gaming came off great in that first half, so typically in the second half, we still kind of see that same fight because that neutral hill goes over there towards that deck area. But no power weapons there now, so it's going to be a lighter fight, and both teams are going to kind of focus on capping their home hills, utilizing 2 to 3 players to cap those dead zones and then spread out.
And if Denial lose this round, it will be match point for Optic, but you got to think about what Denial's play is going to be, and they've been really loving that drop shot. It's worked out for them so many times.
3v3.
Kills are traded. Optic Gaming, they're going to have Praise down. He should be able to get back up, but I think, yeah, Icy's there for the cleanup.
Good, smart play using that smoke as a smoke screen to try to clean up that kill. He did go down, but he will be safe. Now, Denial's trying to get Optic into a pinch. They're trying to control that entire deck area of the map. They're in a big fight, but it looks like Optic's going to come out on top of that one. So Optic, with just 1 heal in their favor, they're starting to get map control. Yeah, Soldiers, he wants to try to force a 1v1. He said, if you're going to leave this, I'm going to go take this. That's fine with me.
Might as well.
Yeah.
Rushy's going to have to deal with just all members of Optic Gaming right in front of him. They decap that home, too. Which means Icy is going to get peppered as he crosses around. He's got 27% life left.
And here comes the team
Should
cross.
be able to, Rezik is going to go down.
But he's going to be able to tap up. Optic know that they can't get this guy. And if anybody had decided to run across the map, Icy would have lanced them up. This player would have tapped up in time, and Optic Gaming would have lost their 2-cap.
Rezik, sleepy Franchise on this left side.
Hey, you heard the character say, I'm getting my ass up. You got to love the Gears voice lines for each character.
It's really good.
It really is. But now.
Look at the way that map was cut up, Blaze.
And that's just perfect setup. Perfect 2-cap setup there for Optic Gaming, but here comes Denial on the offensive, trying to get this home hill. And these are some of the most difficult home hills to capture in our Gears 4 Esports map rotation.
2 players down for Optic Gaming. Denial looking to get their second round win. This will be big for them if they're able to do so. Franchise kills Explosive, and that leaves 2 players, Praise and Mental. Last 2 that are going to be left alive. Domination in a couple seconds. Is anyone there to break it? Mental jumps right into E. Does he win it out, though? Icy's going to be behind him. Mental. Oh, Mental's going to die there. Rezik and Icy still manage to stay alive.
Icy can allow his teammate to go down there, but they're going to try to hold down this E hill, get it capped up, and keep this 2-hill setup on the flip end. Soldiers is going to get aggressive, and I'm liking how he's running those home hills. He's always like, hey, if I don't see nobody, I'm going to safely put that pressure on your home hill and try to decap it.
Well played there. Just dropping, I believe that was Franchise.
Ooh.
On the corner of a Franchise, still stays alive.
Denial fighting back. They do not have the lead, and Optic has the 2-hill, but both teams keep trying to out-rotate. When Soldiers gets aggressive on Denial's home hill, somebody flanks his, and they're just trying to decap and keep the points in a reasonable margin for them to be able to hold a 2-cap to win this round.
Very close game here.
Oh, this is the closest round we've had so far. Round 7, no power weapons on the map. 12-second respawn timers.
Feel like Denial woke up as well, Blaze.
Yeah, they're starting to get in this one. But they're losing all heals at this point. When at this point, where they actually still have the E-Hill. So they do have something to work with. And Sleepy's going to back up, not trying to get too patient. 2 members falling from Optic. He's going to go for the decap. Even if he dies, this is exactly what Denial needs.
10 points left for Denial here, but it may not even matter if they get domination. They still have E. They're still going to be gaining points. Optic Gaming will have nothing gaining, and that is going to be the round. Denial managed to get 2 in a row. It has been rough for them so far, but it's nice to see this squad compose themselves and get themselves back into this.
They've been waiting for a long time. You know, they had to watch that Optic versus Ghost series, and I think it might even been another series before that one, then the 2v2 final. So Optic's been playing it all that time, and they've been warmed up. So Denial's just trying to get in form and get into that same flow that they were in during the winter bracket finals. Didn't see what the weapon placement was, but we'll see in the start of this round. But 22 kills for explosives. Give them credit. And yeah, they would say, hey, you guys got to come back and fight us in the deck, because we was beating you guys over there towards the whole first half of this map. They want that fight again.
Really, Denial on Slab, it looked like every single time on that initial they had a plan. This time around, Denial kind of sort of, it could be wrong here, but it seems like they're flying by the seat of their pants here, right? Like they're really not trying to do anything all that crazy. They just are trying to grind it out and get the power weapons from Optic. Very different from the winter bracket final when they were pretty much planned out. They stratted out completely against Optic, and Optic just did not have an answer. So I think when you get scrappy against Optic Gaming, this is where Optic thrive. 2 kills now for Optic as Denial have a few. They're going to be going back to the respawn. Solars picks up drop shot. He's also got to get that neutral E, which he does manage to obtain, Blaze, and they also have the coveted drop shot in their hands.
Yes, they do. So Optic Gaming is in a great position. They have 2 heals. They have the drop shot. They have a player dead.
Ooh.
Now 3 drops, but they still have the kills in their favor. Optic Gaming is going to go to try to close this one out now, and they should be able to.
And that's going to be match point for Optic Gaming. A critical map that they needed to win was Lift. Game 1 sets that tone.
If you're going to reset this bracket, you have to take this map, right? You can't go down again against Denial. If you had any chances...
Can't reset the bracket 0-1. It'll be way too hard.
Yeah, way too hard. That's way too much pressure on yourselves. And Optic Gaming has had a lot of pressure on their shoulders on Championship Sunday. They didn't win the map till 5 p.m.
I know that tweet was a little spicy there, bud.
What? Yeah. You know, they usually come in a day, they smack somebody, go in the winners finals, they kick it, they kick back and they smack somebody again. And it's the reason why they've won, what, 8 majors, 11 majors? More than that. Okay, they've won every event this season but 1. They're that damn talented. But the quick pick from Rushies, Icy's with the protection.
Praise moves right in there to try and exploit the fact that Rushies was going to be down and out and that extra Nasher was not going to be available there. But Denial did manage to swarm around him. Even then, it was all for naught because they're losing so many players. Rushies, though, can he stabilize this? Can he bring this back? There goes the drop shot. Explosives and Summons were the victims of that one. 2 players for Optic, though, still standing.
The question is, I think they're going to back it up. Their coach, Fatal Strike, is going to say, hey, come back, come back. We can't get it. Play safe. We're going to get our home hill, hold the 2 cap. We got about 2 drops to use as well. The play is in Optic's hands. Call the numbers. Find out where they're stacking their players, because if we can figure out where they're stacking their players, we can figure out where their push is going to be, and we can rotate our drop shot over there to counter that.
And if they're not careful, Optic Gaming, the drop shot will claim many victims. Has already done so in all of the games we've seen with these top teams.
So I think Optic is trying to figure out where the drop shot's located, where it's going to be, where the opening's going to be. Because if the drop shot's going to be at the top of the map towards the deck side, Optic needs to flood the home hills ASAP and force some rotation. But if Denial was smart, their drop would be at a central location, like the middle stairs over there towards the dead zone, so they can watch it. But Rushies is rotating back quickly, and he's going to make a safe rotation. If Optic Gaming puts a single foot on that hill, Rushies is going to make it rain.
You called it, Blaze, and if it ain't the drop shot that's going to take them out, it's going to be the Nashers from Denial, and that's 4 down. They rotated over, tried to get that home. It did not happen, and now Optic Gaming are in trouble. 5 seconds remaining, and they are going to cap this. They know they have no chance to be able to come back. It's going to be 6-3. Optic, though, still has match point.
That is Denial's strengths, and that's what makes them such a good opponent against Optic Gaming. They know how to have patience, take a breath, and sit back and strategize during mid-round and not make it so chaotic, right? Because some of these amateur teams or lesser skilled teams that play Optic Gaming, they get baited into Optic. Optic just has their way with them. And then on top of that, then sometimes they can't win the gunfights either. But they try to play and cause all this commotion, but Optic Gaming loves it. You got to use your brains when you're trying to beat this dynasty.
25, 20, 21, 21. Explosive summons, praise, mental. That's how many kills they have. They are outslaying Denial so much. But even with match point, I am not afraid for Denial.
We've seen 162 come back today. Anything can happen.
Yeah, I'm not concerned about Denial. This is still going to be the map that Optic, they picked because they knew that they could win this one out.
They gave free snipes to Summons on the other side of the map for Optic.
Because they value that drop shot so much, Blaze.
But Summons is going to have to hit some headshots. Rushy's going to kill Mental. Icy goes down in the back of his spawn, but he should be able to get up. Yeah, Summons, he's going to have to try to make a play. Let's see if he can find somebody.
He's got to be the playmaker here for this team, but he's getting shot up by Rezik.
Yeah, Rezik needs to be careful because Summons got a snapper.
And they know exactly where he is. Oh, nice down there on Sleepy. Rushizo kills Solars. They follow up with another.
Oh, the pressure.
Look at that.
Rezik isn't going to give him no free shots. He says, hey, worry about me.
He's not pushing him with the shotgun. All he's doing is just pushing Summons away from everything.
Being annoying.
Yeah, being a pain in the neck for him to deal with. Summons goes down. That was so well played by Rezik.
And so even if he has snipe, you can't run away from him. That's still your guy, right? Everybody has somebody that they're responsible for. Ultimately, it's just coming down to figuring out, you know, who is that player in a given team fight in which you're fighting. Rezik knew Summons was his guy. That was his side of the map. He knew that he needed to cover that new sniper when it came up, so he stayed on him.
It was basically man-on-man coverage there. What you would see in football, it's kind of the same thing, what you would see here.
Also, go to boy, new sniper in 10 seconds, and that's going to be at the maintenance area, new drop in 40.
Power weapons always play such a key role. Summons wasn't able to do all that much with the long shot, but Rushies and Denial have been putting the drop shot to work.
You're not going to be able to get the new drop shot unless you throw a bunch of smokes on top of it. Optic Gaming is going to get a free sniper, and where that sniper is picked up on the side of the map where Praised is, he has a clear sight line to the drop shot pickup. He should be patient until his team is ready to make a push. The new drop shot spawns in 12 seconds. Both teams getting ready for it.
Praise with the long shot. Eyes will certainly be on him if he's able to get a couple kills. Sleepy, though, follows up with one onto Solars. Mental's going to be in the scrap as well. Mental gets two as we hop on board to Mental's perspective. Rushies is going to be waiting around the corner, but he's going to get weakened about 27% there. Needs to stay alive and continue to put the pressure onto Optic. That forces one player back. I think I just saw him get chunked for a lot of HP, but he still stays alive. They're going to charge right in. Rushies, he has help. Finally, he's going to go down. Summons is going to die, though, in turn, and now Solars is going to charge right into E.
Extending the round.
Well played by Franchise, though. Rushies still going to be alive. You got to kill him. You have to remove him from the equation.
Won in 2006. Now at the age of 28 years old in Gears of War 4. He's still at it. He's still in the grand finals. Let's kick this off, starting with Rushies in game 2.
All right, Golden Boy, we're hopping into map number 2, Forge Blitz. Optic Gaming came out swinging and left, took it in a dominant fashion, but Forge Blitz. Optic Gaming could reset the bracket here. It's possible. You know, we'll see how on fire they're feeling like.
Possible, but living in the world of reality, very, very difficult. Denial. They're going to open this. They want to open this one up nicely, but it is actually going to be Optic Gaming that managed to take out 3 players there. Actually, 4 are going to be down now. Denial, they're going to be in a rough spot. Russia's going to have to go in there and actually deny that domination for a brief moment. And Optic Gaming is like we're getting a whole new team here. 3 seconds remaining, but Russia's going to have that support now. And this is where did Optic Gaming commit a little too much? Rushies goes down, pick up that meat shield. They're going to get these players staggering. More kills coming in favor of the COG, and that is going to be Optic Gaming winning that first round 1-0. Did not expect that, Blaze.
Optic Gaming came out swinging. They prioritized the kills down low. Something about the first round of this game, too, as well. There's no hills up top, but it's such an important fight up top. Optic Gaming said, hey, we're going to be super aggressive on your home hill player. Going to be super aggressive at the players defending B, pick you off one by one, and that's exactly what they did.
Oh, what a way to start. Summons, 5 kills for him. Explosive mental praise, all getting some on the board there. Solars don't matter because they got what was more critical, that first point victory. That kind of sets the tone here. Optic Gaming continuing from where they left off. But we're going to get this split once again.
They got to fight for Snipe now up top. You can't run away from that fight. So this is the meat and bones of Forge Blitz, so to speak. 2v2 fight, Rushies and Icies versus Mentals and Solars.
And Rushies, he's been a big factor for this team. I keep saying it, but I got to hammer that home because of how good Rushies has been. That's why he's going to be up there dealing with this fight. For Rushies is going to die. Icy gets the follow-up there onto Mental. Icy's going to be very weak, and Solars continues to put more damage onto him with that Nasher, and Icy continuing to linger about, waiting for his health to come back.
Oh, Icy's looking for his time. Solars is just trying to keep him hurt, and Icy comes up the ramp, right hand advantage, and strafes him out, and he's gonna get that stop. Uh-oh, da-da.
Now that Optic Gaming
Praise sneaking up on him.
They've struggled to be able to get this initial and win this one out. Let's jump into an Astro listen-in with Optic Gaming. See how they're going to come back into this one in the early game here. They're up 1-0.
3, there's 3. 3 is 3.
I'm already changing somebody in the power. They're still here, they're still here.
I just gonna come off soon.
I'm going to Billy,
I got to sleepy, I can shoot him. Shut the sleepy! Maybe watch out, I'm gonna push this one.
You're alone.
I'm with 7 down.
Get back here.
I got the kill.
I'm down.
I got it.
I'm on there, starting guard.
Play the help.
I'm gonna be, wants to be.
Full life, 4v2.
I'm gonna race. Race, tell him.
I get back. It's all good.
One shot at B, boys.
Mark in. What's capping theirs?
Wait, he's right here.
I'm Billy.
Still hurt. Oh, I didn't get it.
It's all good. Sniping 30.
It's all good.
Point up top. Oh, baby.
We got plenty of time. Look at the score.
Okay, it's all good.
Look at the score.
Yo, don't hold on top, bro. OE.
There's a kid. That's their hold.
Snipe, I think.
I'm
I swear, fuck
Point.
snipe. They wanna play to kill you, bro. They wanna play to kill you, bro.
I'm here, Brandon. There's one there pillars, one there on the fucking tractor shit outside of security. Not playing.
Let's go. Let's play.
I don't have a smoke.
I'm with you guys. I already went.
He's already here on the hill.
Already went, bro.
Go.
Yo, he's sharp right, boys, sharp right. He's first right.
They're power.
First right here.
Big cut, guys, big cut.
Got him.
Hurt me cut.
Hermit.
One behind us.
Down, I'm hurt.
Watch out. Behind us too.
I'm
Down.
down.
6%.
Yeah, sniper,
Should've
what you
shaken.
guys said. Sniper up top. Sniper up top.
Keep going forward, guys.
R square, we're sniper, R square. They're both here, baby. Crack him! Sion!
Nice, he's down.
Last on the hill. Get that break.
I'm holding me for too long, safe lane.
Swatting a 2, I can help you, I'm swatting a 2. Break dummy.
There gets no kills.
I'm gonna be. On red. For red. Yo, we went up for two. You still hurt, baby.
Nice, down.
Oh, it's just
I got him.
alternates. Watch out now.
I'm going back.
2 out. 1 to spawn. Yeah, I got this.
We're actually good. We won.
Don't get wiped. It's not over yet. It's so 190. Just back row, Brian. Yeah, that.
Friends down.
They barely make it.
No, another row.
Okay, so alternate.
Yo,
Imagine losing a map.
yo, it's getting scary. It's getting scary.
Good job, guys. Brian.
It's getting scary, bro.
Optic Gaming gets themselves a second round win, Blaze, and the comms were so clean, but also what I thought was funny was how sometimes, you know, when you're in that moment and you're feeling really good and you're feeling happy about it, you can be a little presumptuous, thinking that you're going to win it, but I'm glad that their voice is there saying, we're not out of this yet. We have to hold this down. We got to wait until we get that second point on the board.
Yep, there you go. And now you're going to see, and if Optic Gaming resets the bracket, it's going to feel like, you know, a weight lifted off their shoulders, where at that point it's just 2 more maps.
And what does Denial do with that, right? That's really where things are, I think, going to get real spicy, because Denial, they slapped Optic the last time they met, and now they're going to be in this kind of predicament. Not something that I think they believed in. They were so confident after that winter bracket final, and as they should be.
One thing about Denial is just their preparation, right? And their preparation on the fly.
Yeah.
I'm actually just as curious as you go, because if they did lose these 2-0, I'm curious to see what the picks and bans are going to be. Maybe they go to Foundation, right? Maybe they get back there and, you know, they ban Lift Out or something. Who knows? We'll see.
Well, Denial, though, they're going to get their first point on the board, hopefully for them, and that is going to be Denial answering back after losing 2 straight. But they got to get themselves back in this game. Franchise, the IGL in-game leader, Fatal Strike, the coach, he's got to get them energetic excited, happy. They need to keep their minds in this one. They know the pressure that they're under here, especially if they go down 2-0 and have to reset that bracket.
Oh, secondaries, Marxes, retros, anything, blocks, oh, incinerator grenades? What y'all thinking right now?
They're going to use this time, too, to talk.
Blocks on the secondaries, okay. They don't want nothing extra. They don't want to give you no free weapons. To me, that says that you're going to earn that sniper, you're going to earn that drop shot, and you're going to earn whatever we put at incinerator. But we're not going to give you no free secondaries to allow you to fortify on your home hill and prevent these trip cap dominations.
Here we go, round number 4. Denial were able to win their the third round on Forge Blitz. Optic Gaming, traditionally a weak team on this
Optic's
map.
not playing for snipe. They're giving up. They're doing a free snipe, and they're bringing that extra guy towards mid-map and utilizing their numbers. And that was a beautiful start to the round.
And Denial certainly just did not expect that there, and that is going to leave Icy to be by himself. He's going to go down 5 down now. Optic Gaming can end this round here. They just got to get bodies. They have to get someone to Turbine. That's going to be the Swarm spawn. You see there, 2 players for Denial come up. They need to end this, and it's so close. There goes the drop shot onto Franchise, and Optic Gaming in round 4 are going to get their 3rd point.
Yeah, so the beauty about that round is that Optic sent 2 guys right away towards Incinerator, 3 guys directly to Boom Shot. They had a quick 2v1 isolation at the Incinerator, brought those extra guys, had pretty much a 4v3, if not a 5v3 to get that drop, and picked off the remaining few players. During that round, Denial thought that somebody was going to go up top and play for that snipe. The proper move that Icy should have made if he didn't see nobody was just to Lancer down and support his teammates on top of that drop, maybe even picking up that sniper and making some plays.
Optic Gaming make adjustments, but now it's time for our next round.
You can't play for home hills.
Be able to answer back after dropping? Let's go into this listen-in when we get an opportunity with Denial.
Go cut.
I'm down, Yachi.
Still stunned.
Bro, are you fucking...
Come on, he's...
Pay attention, bro.
Who's right next to you right there?
Bro, I said both of you guys, bro.
I'm stunned. I'm not getting
Like, bro, it's bullshit that both of you got stunned, bro.
I'm stunned. I'm literally stunned, bro.
Get the fuck attention, bro.
Yo, how are they getting down so?
They smoke on me, literally. I played up the guy.
Listen, bro. I don't want to keep fucking saying this shit, bro. We gotta stop being victims right now. We need to start pushing these fucking kids.
We need to make a play, boys. Let's go.
Let's fucking get it, bro.
They're literally so comfortable, bro, because they're hitting every shot and lancing us out. We need to be pushing them, bro. Make them get kills.
Do that, rotate, make them rotate faster, and make them have to call out right.
Rush, play normal, bro. Play underpass. Let's go, baby. Be careful with the lancers, bro.
I for sure have one.
Playing back again. They lancers. We have 3 middle. Pushing up on their side.
I have 2.
You have 2. Look. Rush. I got one.
Stay up.
I'm on the pass. On the pass, guys. I'm fighting one. I'm behind you guys. Go. 2 on me. I got one. Shake it.
I got his instance.
I cracked him.
My guy's on top. My guy's on top. There's my guys.
My guy's me coming. He's hurt, really hurt, baby. He's really hurt. I'm gonna cap hill.
On top on me, guys.
Rest some guys. There's 3 dead.
One on the hill, one up top.
Nice. I get to the hill.
4 dead.
I'm gonna cap this
Last
in.
one's on top.
Yeah, last guy's up top right now.
He got us.
Where's he going, though? Where's he going?
I'm gonna go.
Going our square. He's gonna grab bow.
Okay, I'm gonna get up.
Grabbing bow right now.
Pushing, rush. It's all good, baby.
They have bow.
I can shoot him, Rush.
I can test him up top on that bow. I don't care.
Rush, I can shoot him.
In a bad spot, man.
Okay, I'm good now, man. I'm good now.
I'm contesting bow up top. I don't care.
Watch out for the bow. He's got up top.
Rush, get out of there.
It's me. You gonna still look at me?
I got two up top, fellas.
Try to get it, friend.
Oh, make cut. Hurt. This one shot. Guys, shot.
I can't see him.
There's another one trying to cross Fran from their line.
Go start revving right now. There's one fire spot.
Incense up in 30.
I'm holding their side.
There's 2 there, fireplace.
You're in a bad spot, friend.
No, I'm good.
Yo,
Just look at me.
Our fire window. They're gonna push up. They're gonna try to.
They want to angle you, friend.
Push it on. They're gonna win. They might not win.
They cut it. Flying at you.
Nice.
One shot, literally.
Push it down. Oh, there.
Tweak.
Hey, you good?
One shot.
Nice, baby.
Nice, we got it.
These are kind of long guys. 2 dead. These are long guys. 2 dead.
Get our force on it, bro. Solar's is hurt too.
Solar's go down. Solar's work. Shoot Solar's. Shoot Solar's.
Single cover.
Solar's. Wait, I got flanked that beat,
We
bro.
didn't see that. We're gonna get kills with east side though. Get these kills with east.
One's on B. There's one on B. Nice one at B. There's one at B. Last guy B. Last guy B 1 off 1. Last guy B 1 off 1.
Incense are up. Drop shots on 30.
I gotta smoke right now.
Guys, we should be able to get B. Okay, never mind. Let's go, boys. Pick it up.
I think he's on your line.
I'm back in 3, bro. I'm back in 3. He's on your right, Rush. Literally, on your right, bro.
You gotta get cross from there, Rush.
Oh, we're playing home.
Drop
right?
is up in 20, guys. Bow is up in 40.
One's going up top. One's going up top.
Yo, one's our line.
They're gonna play for a bow so that they can get
Which
angles.
side of line, bro?
On your side, like right, on your right. That's,
Yo, help him out home.
there's two here.
We should push them on the spawn, bro. I got you.
Drops up in 5 seconds, guys. They want it.
Yo, they're gonna get it.
He's already hooked up. Ryan is really hooked up.
Angles on the drop if we can.
He wasted one on me.
I can't see him
Ryan,
there.
try to get angles on that drop. Drops on B.
Solar's his job.
Watch out, baby. Hurt.
Full red.
Make shot from
Can't
up
see him.
top.
He has dropped there. There's two. I got dropped. Yo, guys, there's only one.
Wow, and we came out of that one right as Franchise is trying to just tell everyone what they need to do, and it feels like there's just a communication breakdown that's happening with Denial, Blaze.
They got a long road ahead of themselves. They made this one that much harder. Because what happens is that as soon as Optic Gaming resets this series, the pressure is going to be on Denial.
That's right.
You know, Optic Gaming got to say nothing. It's like, oh, you guys had 2 free maps. Okay, what y'all going to do with them? Denial is really going to have to step back and refocus.
And to top it off, they banned out Slab. And then, just when you thought that this was going to be a free one for Denial, it's actually Optic Gaming that are owning Forge Blitz. It's good to see that they put in the work to get better at this map. Clearly, it's something that they know that they either didn't want to deal with, but when they had to, they were ready.
But at this point, this is going to come down to who can make the right adjustments, who can make the right rotations, who's going to start hitting shots. And as right now, is Optic Gaming doing everything right.
Love this angling here from Mental, too. He's playing around that wall. He's using that advantage that he has. And they're dropping back, utilizing Lancers when they need to. I love this cover fire that Mental's providing. He needs to be careful. He has a teammate there to help him out, and they're both going to die. Icy's going to actually be the one to pick that up. Now 4 players down for Optic
Icy
Gaming.
might go right for the home hill. Icy might go right for the home hill. So the E hill is going to go in favor of Denial. Here comes the rest of the Wolfpack. Trip cap domination coming through.
Well played. Well played by Denial. 5 seconds though, Optic Gaming, they can answer back. They sent 3 players to F and they're able to clear them out.
Icy has to be a little bit more patient, maybe back up there in that situation. You have help coming. Your teammates are coming to defend that home hill. But Denial, they found themselves in that pressure position at the start of this round, and now they flip the table. So you're starting to also see in the second half how important that button control is when you do have that E control. The incinerator starts off, it's about 10 seconds. About 10 seconds total, those flames are coming down where that heel is blocked off. Now in late game situations, those are free points. That's also why another reason why it's very important, but you can only press the button, I want to say, once every minute.
Players are going to need to keep that timer in mind. You're going to rely on those coaches that have their back there. And we're continuing on. Just remember those respawns. They're shorter now.
Optic Gaming coming off respawn, and now they know that they can't fight for E if they don't have the button control, so they have to send their resources towards that area of the map, and they're going to end up taking out Icy and taking out Franchise. What Optic Gaming do in this position, they're going to start pushing through the spawn of Denial, start pushing through those secondary weapon rooms and flanking this incinerator.
They're going to need to deal with that. Get E back in their control. It's getting very close to the point of no return. If Denial still are able to hold this, working very hard around this, 185 and counting. Rushies lingering around the incinerator. No one's going to be top button. They got to decap this, and they also need to take out the home as well, or else this is going to be a win for Denial. Number 2 for them. Yeah. Last time they were able to start a nice run, and that's going to do it. No chance for Optic Gaming. Denial. This is like, you know, I mean, it happened a little differently last time in game 1, but Denial were able to get this comeback going. It just happened a little too late. I fear that this could be the same thing here, Blaze.
They got to 5. No, it was about, I want to say they got to 5-4. They got to 6-4 on that scoreboard. So Denial, they need to just not find themselves in such a hole early on. They really can't lose these next few rounds. But Optic Gaming, they said, hey, you know what? We actually like playing around this drop. You know, let's play it now. Since you guys like it so much, and since we're beating you guys at it, we want you to keep the same strategy. We don't want you guys to change much.
They're hitting every shot as well in the initial fight. But look at the crowd here in Mexico City. So many people to watch Gears of War. It has been beautiful. It has been glorious.
It's been an amazing weekend.
Indeed it has, my friend. An amazing weekend, and also amazing for Rushies because he's always been that guy to go in there and pick up that drop shot. This time, though, Optic had his number, and they cleared him out as soon as he was able to get hands on that one. Icy, though, is going to be playing up above, and wait a minute. Oh, he's going to go in there and nail him with the drop shot, and the worst part about that, Blaze,
he
saw it happen before his very eyes. There was nothing he could do to get out of that explosion radius.
But he 100% extended the round by sacrificing his life to press that button. That allowed his team extra time to come off that respawn, but you're still going to have to deal with the rest of these drops as well. Soldiers can probably bank one off that wall, but that's a high percentage shot.
High IQ play.
Yeah, but you know, it's too late for that one. You're going to start to see Denial group up and get towards E. Solar's going to shoot another drop. He's not going to connect with that one. One more left. He's in a 1v1 fight over there towards that cut side of the map.
Rushies is going to be very weak. Explosive gets 2. Praise it gets another. 3 players down for Denial. Rushies is going to be tucked in this corner. They can basically sneeze on him and he'll die. Instead, they're just going to chunk him with the shotgun. Resin down. This is going to put Optic Gaming at match point. They can reset the bracket 2-0 against Denial in the grand finals. Look at Praise, relishing in the moment.
Another thing that Optic did that was great too is that they're whooping, like, they're beating up Denial quick. Like 7-2, like right now it's currently 6-2. Yeah, it was like 6-2, 6-3. Like
if it's not close games, they're whooping them.
Yeah, like you got to get this first series out quickly.
Yeah.
If this one drew out to like map number 3 and then you had another one, that would have been very, very taxing on Optic Gaming. That's a lot of Gears of War in one day. But these 2 quick maps is working out for them, and now it's all fun and games for these guys. And when it's all fun and games, that's when Optic Gaming is at their best.
Explosives cracks me up.
He's a character. Him and Praise on the same team. But that's the strength to that combination, right? Yeah. If they're winning, the 2 of them will not let you ever feel down. The 2 of them with their just momentum and energy alone will keep your team in this game, if not make you steamroll everybody you play.
One of the best players in Gears 4, Explosive on your screen. He has a couple members of Denial that are going to be right in front of him. The smoke is going to clear, and here he goes on the move now. But he doesn't have his teammates that are going to be around him. Resin's going to go down. The drop shot's going to be in the hands of one of the members of Denial. I believe that's going to be Rushies, who did manage to get that out of there. But Explosives finally gets wiped out. Summons, last player left alive now. He's going to have to deal with the might of Denial.
Oh,
it's going to be Sleepy who hits him with the good old-fashioned GTS.
The marks of close range. That's a rare thing to do. But here we go. You're going to have Optic Gaming. They're looking like they want to get towards C. They want to control this button. And the button's going to get pressed, but Denial capped it before Optic Gaming was able to get up the top. So Denial's going to have control over the E hill and the home hill. Optic Gaming stacking their numbers. Denial's next play is going to be to regain control over button.
Playing up top. Franchise right in front of Solars. It's also going to be Icy working with him. They're going to push them out of here, go back to their home, back into their hole from whence they came.
Yep. And so Denial, at this point, they're going to say, hey, let's back up a little bit more. Rushies has some drops for us to utilize. It's a 2-hill advantage. There's no other power weapons on the map. I'll take that back. You do have the marks in hand. Those have a 1 minute and 30-second respawn timer. Drop shot has a 2. And
even though they're on the secondary role, they're so strong.
And the new marks just came up. We kind of heard them in the background. And yeah, the dual spots on maps like these are super powerful. New drop shot comes up in under 30 seconds, so both teams is going to be playing for this next.
And Explosive with the Marksa on Harbor, he was just unbelievable with that weapon. Maybe he can find that same kind of luck here.
Oh,
but he's getting peppered up big time. He's got to bail out of this one. Teammate's going to be there for the pickup, so Explosive recognizing that there was just way too much cover fire, way too much pressure being applied, but this high ground control, they still continue to hold the button up top. They just can't seem to get anything as far as securing that.
Ooh.
That was a Marksa of their own from Sleepy, who has the eyes on him.
And Sleepy's going to be following Explosives, just trying to keep his sight lines away from his teams. But Explosives has the right angles, right? This is where you want to be with that, Markster. Looking over the map, you got the drop shot right in front of you. Nobody's going to be able to pick that one up. At this point, Explosives calling out for the rest of his teammates, say, hey, we got a free drop here, boys. Come get it. Ooh.
Look at the shots.
This is why he's one of the best with that weapon with these secondaries. Even if he gets just a few shots on these players to allow his teammates something, they're counting the shots of the clip. And so what Rushies did there, he's dancing, he's ducking, he's dodging, and he's like, all right, how many are you going to shoot?
He knows that there's only a finite amount of ammo left in that gun. Rushies gets the drop shot again, and we're at 198 and counting. This is going to be Denial getting their 3rd round win. Optic Gaming still at match point.
2 is Lift. Golden Boy and Blaze, take it away.
Thank you so much, Fallout. Thank you so much, Ribs. Here we go. The reset from Optic Gaming. They won the first best of 3.
Yes.
Now they got to do it again. And with the way Optic have been playing, I believe they have the capability to do just that.
Man, Golden Boy, when we saw this map the first time, it was Optic Gaming controlling the home hill side of the map, controlling A, controlling C, keeping that pressure, and Denial wasn't really able to do much of anything. But towards the end of this map, Denial started to heat up and figure out what Optic Gaming was doing. But by the end, it was a little bit too little, too late. We'll see if they can make the adjustment to come out to a hotter start early on.
Well, 3 players down, and another one's actually going to be down, but not out quite yet. That's Franchise there. Sleepy is going to be the LMS looking to stay alive. 5 seconds before domination comes into effect now. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, they're going to stop them, and the domination is stopped just for a brief moment. Denial, they're going to get a brief moment of respite, though, but other kills going to come in for Optic Gaming.
They're trying to come through and get him now. Rush, he's putting some pressure, was not able to clean up that down. Optic Gaming is about to start wolfpacking on Denial over here towards these game rooms, and they're going to get one. Icy's going to be stunned. He's going to be picked off soon, and he's going to fall. So that's 2 members down on the side of Denial. Trip cap domination coming through. You see, in these situations, Optic Gaming will push you in your spine and make it so annoying for you. Rushy's going to get marked 1v1. Rushy's versus Solars, and he's going to go down, but I think Franchise is going to get flanked. He's not going to make it in time. Optic Gaming, round number 1.
They stagger those respawns so well, Blaze, and look at Praise. Oh, he's getting over there. He's saying, I relapsed. He said it's over. That was just round 1. It's over?
Nah, it has to start now. But Optic Gaming, I don't blame them for feeling that way. They smacked up Denial in the first series, and you can't take that away from them. Optic Gaming firing off on all cylinders. This is one of their greatest challenges all season long. They haven't been back in the losers bracket since season 1. But they're showing how resilient they are and how dominant this roster is. On the weapon selection, we have Denial. My question is, what do they want to go for first? You know, and they're going to just go for the blocks right away. They say, hey, you know what? We had a lot of issues over there towards that deck area of the map. Do we really want to go for that just yet? At this point, they kind of want to feel Optic Gaming out just a little bit more. They want to fight over there at the B side. They want to see where can their strengths lie on this map. So the break coming out. It's going to be a 3-2 break. So same thing, 2 players capping up the home hills, and they're going to play a 2v2 fight on that area of the map. And then on the B side, 3v3. 1 player usually takes control over the deck, but now 3v3 fight on top of the hill, and Optic Gaming simultaneously shooting both Rushies and Icy. Here comes the rotation from Fran, trying to just get back to his home hill and keep something for the team.
Just the way that they were able to push in together there. Nicely done from Optic Gaming. 3 down now. Sleepy's going to be down as well. They only lost Mental in that exchange. Explosive. He's had such a game thus far in the grand finals. This has just been Optic Gaming. I have to discuss really the mental strain that this has to be, that this has to go on for Optic Gaming, who I believe they will be up 1-0 here.
Yeah, they're 1-0 on maps, 1-0 on rounds currently.
Yeah, we'll have to get that corrected there in the graphic up above. But you're coming to this map that was just a difficult map for you to play Optic on, and you're going to have to do it again.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's a tough way to start this one out. Domination once again. Optic Gaming, they get their second. That's going to be Rushies back to the respawn, and they got it. That is going to be 2 for Optic.
Yeah, this is a must-win map for Denial. They lose this map, it is over. This is a must-win map. Optic Gaming getting 3 in a row. Now, granted, Denial, you know, at that point, their backs will really be up against the wall. Now, if they haven't woken up after losing one series, after losing the first map in the second series, they got to get something going. But so far, it's Optic Gaming living in their heads. And actually, Denial might be in their own heads as well.
Yeah, oh, without a doubt, man.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. Like I said, you're going to this map that you played in the first match here. You were so hyped up. You were so excited. You were so confident. You lose it. Then you're like, oh, okay, no. Surely we're going to get them on Forge Blitz because they're not that good on Forge Blitz. Then you lose Forge Blitz. You get swept in the first
time,
half.
Optic played Forge Blitz all weekend as well.
And first time, and they win it. Now what are you thinking? What are you thinking in your mind if you're Denial? You had Fallout and Ribs talking about that Fatal Strike is going to have to bring them out of this one. You mentioned that too. And I just don't know if even the motivational speeches from Fatal Strike will be enough with the way that Optic Gaming are playing right now. But I cannot, for the life of me, count out Denial. I refuse to. This team is so good.
And I feel the same way. Denial has to just slow this one down. They've got to pull out those Lancers, slow it down. Yeah, get those shots in, those long-range shots. Have your teammates help you out. Like Rezik right there in that situation, if he would have just put out his Lancer and Lancer those two players in the corner, that would have been a better play. But the drop shot is going to be in the hands of Denial. They got a few players down towards middle. They're going to lose rushies, but they're going to even the odds with Summons. I think that was a drop shot on the ground right there as well. Both teams fighting for that.
You just need somebody to be the catalyst, to be the one that's going to get it going, to step it up for Denial. And if they're able to get that, that could be they could be the harbinger of success for the Wolf Pack. Icy, Sleepy, managed to take out Mental and Explosives. That's going to give them the man advantage. They got to press their advantages. They got to take advantage of this one. The franchise gets the kill onto Praise with the drop shot. And I kept saying the word advantage. It's all about that. You need to capitalize on those plays.
Yep, you definitely do, because Optic Gaming is going to give you very little advantages, as Denial has learned over these last two maps. So you got to make the best out of whatever they give you. Currently, Denial is going to have a home hill setup. Fran still hit a few drops. He's going to be able to connect with one. He's going to have another 1v1, but Mental was not having that one. Man advantage in favor of Optic Gaming. New drop shot as well is going to be up in about a minute.
Players are going to have to set up around that. They know, but the domination, 5 seconds, they got to make a move. You're going to have two players that are going to be tucked all the way up here. They can't get out of this one. They need someone to push, but Optic Gaming will get 3, and the good times roll on for the green wall.
Optic Gaming is at home.
They pinned him. They pinned him all the way up.
Another bad start for Rushies. He's 0-8. To start this one off in 3 rounds. When he started the last lift map off as well, he was about 2-12 when I checked him about 3 rounds in as well. Rushies was one of the main reasons why they were so successful against this Optic Gaming team the first time. But maybe these maps aren't working out for him as well as they was beforehand. Something I'm also noticing too, when he's getting his drop shot, he's not backing up further enough to really utilize it when he gets those quick picks. Optic Gaming is not allowing him to get away.
It's not the same drop shot play that we saw on Slab. That was calculated approaches. They just don't have a plan, and because Optic get this first pick on lift, it's rattling Denial.
Yeah, and it was also you know, well, Harbor too, he really didn't have to do it. It really was Slab, and Optic started banning that one out. And they said, all right, cool, you guys don't got that map. Let's see what you can come up with on the fly on the rest of these maps and contend with us on some of our better ones like Lift and Forge. Well, not sorry, not Forge, but you know, Lift and Harbor.
But you say you got to stop yourself from saying Forge,
because they got their butts kicked on the last one. But that's Optic's autoban.
But it's an autoban, and they still won. You know it's Optic's autoban. Everyone knows it's Optic's autoban, and you still lost it. Denial. They need to pick themselves up. Summons now has a sniper.
Oh, just missed it.
Swing and a miss from Summons. Icy and Sleepy remove Explosive and Praise out of the equation, and that's Mental, the last 2 players left alive here, and Mental's on the move. You just saw him charge right at Rushies there. 5 seconds though. Do they have anyone?
Mental got a double. He killed Rushies and Sleepy at the C Hill. Now Summons gets 1. He's looking for 2. And Summons know that he got a break in. He wants to stay on this player. Yep, there you go. Keeps that pressure on him.
He had the help. 5 members down, though. Not quite yet. We go over to Optic's faces and their reactions, but there's still going to be a couple seconds left. Any breaks? No. It will be Optic once again.
4 rounds in a row, just like last time on this map.
Praise keeps saying it's over.
They're never going to let Denial let this one down.
I want to see Denial's face. Look at that.
This is the Denial had everything set up to beat this Optic Gaming roster.
All the pieces.
They had the maps that they wanted. They beat them in the winter bracket finals. They had the momentum. And somehow it just all slipped away, one round at a time.
And I wish that I could understand it, but
it's all mental.
Yeah, but sometimes, right? Like,
and I mean that both ways.
Yeah, but sometimes it really is in your head. I know it's an intangible. It's something that a lot of people, when you hear commentators talk about it, you're like, oh, you're just talking out of your butt.
Nope.
You don't know, like you don't know what you're talking
These
about.
guys didn't lose their skill in the last 2 hours.
No, they didn't. They're still like the best Gears of War players on planet Earth.
Exactly.
But something else takes over at that moment when you're going into the initial and you die right away, when you feel like something's just not working out. I need someone on Denial to be the difference maker.
I'm happy I'm seeing a little bit more patience out of Rushies. You get the quick pick, get out all the way. Go to your spawn if you need to. If you guys want to drop back and play to your team's strengths, Denial's strength is going to be holding that two-hill setup, slowing the game down, and systematically picking off Optic Gaming and systematically gaining map control and hitting them with that pincer attack, right? But Optic Gaming was standing in their face for all those quick picks. Like, this is a round that's very favorable for Denial because they're able to take a breather, slow it down just a little bit, utilize these drop shots. But we'll see if they can get it done. Sleepy's going to sacrifice his life to cap that hill, and he still doesn't get it capped.
Denial, and correct me if I'm wrong,
Reza
Blaze,
needs to go get that.
but Denial are at their best when those Lancers are out. They're supporting one another. They're cross-firing. They have plans. They have an approach. That's when Denial shines. And you said it, when they drop back, that's what they need to go back to their own basics for that. And they have ANC. They have the home hills. Let's see how they're going to play this one out. But Summons with the long shot. Goodbye.
With the facelift. Now, Icy, he has another 1v1, but he's going to win this fight. Also, 2 members down of Optic Gaming. Denial needs to make the best of this opportunity to get new drop, get some more map control. Optic Gaming is just going to slow it down. They say, hey, it's pretty much a tie game. We're going to wait for all players to come off respawn. We got plenty of opportunities to bring this one back. I see a few players rotating through the spawn of Optic Gaming, and that's the players that spawning up. I'm curious to see where Summon's going to end up going with this extra sniper. But Denial is going to have to keep their heads on a swivel and know that Summons is going to be watching them from the background towards that, from that B hill. Now you're going to start to see Denial pushing up, trading off, 4v4 situation, just trying to get this kill. And Franchise is going to push up as well, secure the double, and Denial will get the new drop. He's going to have a double home hill setup. We're in a late game situation, and this is where they thrive.
Yeah, when Denial are able to just slow this game down, use their Lancers, crossfire. This is exactly as I said, Blaze.
Yep.
The longer that this goes on, the better this is for Denial. Granted, Optic Gaming, they can do the same thing. They can drop into the Lancer game, they can support one another, but now you gotta make a move. Optic Gaming have to make a move, and the upper hand goes to Denial and their Lancers. I gotta tip my hat to them just a little bit because they also are gonna have that critical drop shot. Here we go, though.
No hills capped.
Yeah, no hills captured. This is actually a big moment for Optic Gaming because they were able to decap those hills. Rushies, though, gets the kill onto Summons, and they're able to get A back. Is that enough? Domination now coming in, 4 seconds. You only got 1 or 2 players that are going to be left lingering around, in Denial finally, after 5 rounds of getting waxed, they get a round win. They needed this one, Blaze. Needed it big time.
Denial cannot play at Optic's pace. Denial has to constantly set the pace of this game in their favor. The one thing that I noticed about when we watched them in the winter bracket finals is that they controlled everything. They were the one making the pushes. They felt like they owned the map. Now, on the flip end, it feels like Optic Gaming is setting the pace. They're owning the map. This is one of their better ones, and Denial is just reacting to everything that Optic Gaming is doing rather than setting the tempo.
So we got frag grenades put down on deck. You got drop shot right in front of that as well. The battle for the drop shot always. Rushies, he's that guy who pushes in first. If it's not him, it's going to be Icy who picks up the drop shot for Denial. Still, though, the gun not going to be in anyone's hands as of yet.
Summons is going to win a quick 1v1 against Rezik, and he's going to secure his team a B-Hill, but he's not worried about that. He wants to make sure he can secure his team to drop shot, so he's going to kind of flank around through spawn and be annoying, and Franchise knows that. That's why he tried to at least meet him there, get his health back. But in this position, Summons can be annoying, but he has to be quick because Rezik spawns up in 5 seconds, but I think he got the damage done. Sleepy and Rushy's trying to stay alive. They got nades. Sleepy wants to keep this meat shield as long as possible.
Yeah, he's going to need that shielding. He's going to need that help. But it just hurts to see there. Look how far back they're in the corner.
Oh, they can't shoot drops in this area.
No, they can't, because if not, they're going to get those team kills. But it seems like we're going to be good to go for Optic Gaming as they get 3 players down for Denial.
2 drop shots in the hand of Optic Gaming. They currently have a home hill setup, but they got 3 players being aggressive on top of this B hill. This is explosive. This is Solars and co. They're going to get on top of this one. Now, when you have both home hills, you got to force these players out. They have to fight you.
And it won't matter.
So it's something up with the comms, because usually, typically, Denial knows those situations that you have to fight that fight on B. You can't go back for snipe. So they didn't have a lot of clarity in that scenario. Optic Gaming 5-1 at the first half.
5-1. Optic Gaming 2 rounds away from being able to take another game. That will be 3 in a row
3
against
quick
Denial.
ones.
Let's go to this Astro listen-in with Optic Gaming. See how the comms are, because it has to be jumping.
One numbers.
We have one. We have one.
Frame one shot, frame one shot. Frame one down, frame one shot. The Marcus.
I rotated E off the rip. I rotated E off the rip. Don't even fight flat, boys. Do not fight flat. Do not fight flat.
Someone shot after back row.
I'm shooting Rezik.
Push back row.
Push down, push down, push down. Absolute.
Shot,
I have a kill, I have a kill.
Good job. Oh my god, I'm one shot, baby. We have one here.
Gil's got 2. Gil's got 2.
No, go back to go. Argo, fuck, you're the best, go.
He's not gonna pay. He's not gonna pay.
Jump, jump.
What's that dog? What's that dog?
Go to a jump. Shoot him.
You're alone.
I'm good.
One in
Back to
control
back.
room.
We're good.
All right, one in control room.
It's a reset. It's a reset.
Get our touch on. Get our touch on.
Another one up there. I'm one shot from control.
One shot. Next, you know, he's not here.
All right, you have 2.
Sleepy's one shot, bro. 80. Fuck.
It's all good.
About
It's
to
all
push
good.
you already. I put smoke. Just reset, guys. They're gonna push you guys.
On fan, on fan.
They want arcade, guys. They want arcade.
Watch out, CP. Watch out, CP.
I got Trent.
Shoot CP across the map.
On your right here. On your right rim. One shot on your right, LP.
Brad's one shot.
Get a kill.
Check.
Yo, come kill me too, daddy. Come kill me too. Yeah. Yo, come kill me too.
Watch out. What you doing?
Yeah, they haven't kept me.
Fred down.
Let's go. Push arcade.
I'm down, Billy. I'm down.
I got you.
Son.
I'm at
pushing.
Yo, Brian,
Push arcade now.
He flew through the smoke.
I'm on our fan.
2 arcade.
I got him.
1 arcade. We kill
In
arcade.
front of me, guys. Arcade, boys.
Kill arcade.
Come on, fan.
Punch up. Push arcade. Come. One shot.
Crack them.
Right at me.
Yeah, I'm flanking him.
Oh my god.
I'm flanking him.
Behind me. Hurt on me. Behind me. Hurt.
Our fan.
I got shots.
He ran.
Get out.
I'm one shot.
Take his one.
It's so
Fuck you doing, dumbass? I already knew I was gonna kill him.
Good job.
Rambe by
Did
the
they see me?
What's that, LP?
Set up for you guys.
What's that, baby? Down!
Just through the hill, guys.
Set up
free. Back up. They're owing
Go
two.
back up. Get top rock. Get top rock.
What's our
One in your, they're fans, go, they're fans, go. They're fans, go, you can shoot them.
I threw smoke
They're fans,
play
flying, they're fans, our fans.
One shot of hill.
They have top rock, guys.
2 top rock.
Okay. They have top rock. We stop the hill.
Don't let her break.
I got a guy. Violated.
Push, just 3, guys, 3.
What's
Fair
that?
shot. Fair absolute.
I'm leaving.
Yo, Billy, look at you.
Push up,
Yo,
push
push up, Alex.
Oh my god, Billy.
Push up, rock.
Oh my god.
Billy's wilding.
Top rock. Let's go,
Oh,
baby.
yeah.
All right, press our hill. Pressing our hill.
Yeah, I got you.
He done. No kills.
Already, I'm watching back.
Oh, yeah.
Already behind you.
Down. Coming to their hill.
Break them, 82.
Down.
That's me.
20.
Kill old man, Not dead.
One with C.
Yeah, I think one's on E.
It's fine. Hold the hill. Literally hold the hill, bro.
Fucking violent.
Yo, Alex and Gil, pitch E. I'm not
They're all
going. Alex and Gil, pitch E.
Where are they going?
Watch out, Gwenny.
No, no, no.
You're right, baby.
Come to ours if anything, Gil.
He's choking.
He's choking.
You're gonna fight,
Control. Yep. Flying ours.
To the score.
One shot.
They don't make it out.
I got him down.
Nice.
Yo,
I just fucking violated him.
Let's go.
It's too easy.
I had. Listen,
Right.
listen.
It's too easy.
Listen.
Billy's the best player in the
Listen.
fucking world.
Listen.
Best player in the fucking world
Listen,
right here.
listen, bro. I had 3 bullets. 3 bullets. I swear to God, in my life, I had 3 bullets. 3 bullets. I got 3 kills. Swear to God.
This shit is easy, baby.
You love to hear it.
Optic, man.
And
It's
this is Optic at 100%.
I'm telling you, he's getting real Bronx over there.
It-
You know, I live in 148 Brook Avenue. I know what Bronx sound like.
That's Bronx up in there.
That's Bronx up in there,
That's what praise brings to Optic Gaming. You hear those call-outs, the passion behind it.
Oh, man.
Even if they're up 5-1, the passion in his call-outs, letting his team know they're playing at 100% and they want to win. Like, if they win this at 7-1, the next map they want to win at 7-0.
I'm at a loss for words, man. I can't believe that this is happening.
Like what Mental just did when he violated those now players in that 1v3. That's something that you really can't come back from.
I know that this is an M-rated game, but sometimes, you know, you put the kids to bed because some of this stuff is just not, it's too hot for TV.
The boys are out to play.
That's right. It's this dangerous territory here, people. And they're hitting every shot. It's like, what are you supposed to do at this point when Optic Gaming are hitting every single shot? It's like, it's so difficult. I mean, look at Mental. Look at Mental.
Wow.
He goes in there, he doesn't care. It's like he's playing Halo and he's got an overshield on.
Oh, man.
This is ridiculous.
And Optic Gaming gets their third.
You know, there are a lot of great teams out there.
Wait, no, you say, my fault, you say esports history? Oh, no, relax. I thought you were talking about years, man. Well, console esports, yeah, 100%. Well, actually, you know what?
Denial Esports needs all your hype, all the energy in the world right now to stop this monster that is Optic Gaming. And we're going to jump into map number 2 on hold.
Thank you, Fallout. Here we go. We're going right into this one.
Yeah, we are going to hop right into this one. And actually, I can't double back and, you know, especially in console esports, 100%. This Optic Gaming roster, and I don't care. They're definitely one of the better teams when it comes down to, you know, COD, Halo, and Gears, all those epic dynasties. You can actually put this team in an equation, right? They've done some miraculous things over these last 2 seasons, but the most important thing is their consistency.
Yeah, you know, it reminds me of Tox. It also reminds me of Splice later on in Halo 5, and just how it always felt like you could never count them out. It didn't matter who they played against, right?
Yeah.
Optic Gaming and Call of Duty, their incredible runs that they've had in the past. There's just so many great teams that you could really call to. And this Optic Gaming Gears of War roster, this is just like, you know, this is a thing of beauty.
I found a common strand in all the names that you just said, and I heard a lot of Optic Gaming.
Hey, you know, I mean, if there's one thing that my boy Hector knows how to do is pick champions.
That's damn right about that one.
He's done it a lot, and it doesn't matter, you know, what happens with that organization. They have won so many championships because of this team. And I would like to just clarify this for the viewers. Not out of this yet is Denial Esports. Not trying to count them out.
Nope.
But Optic Gaming, they are making this one incredibly difficult, and already Optic have this lead. Denial, they got to dig themselves out of this hole, and it's a mental hole, and it's also just in their gameplay too. There's a lot of things that they got to get going if they want to be able to come back in this final.
You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, it doesn't matter who wins, but I do want to see a game 3. I'm not gonna be honest with you. I would really like to see a game 3 in this one for the fans.
I don't want Denial to go out like this.
Nah, not like this. I want at least for them to show that, hey, we got some fight, that we can win a map, and we can make this map number 3 on down the most competitive map in Gears 4 history.
This Denial team was built for this. You know, they were built to be able to take on Optic Gaming, and they did it one time in spectacular fashion in Winter Bracket Finals. They need to do this here, but right now, it is just going to be Optic Gaming having their way. Domination in just a couple of seconds here. Sleepy's got to come up big in this matchup against Mental, dancing around, and he comes around the corner. Here he comes. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, and we're looking at this one going to Optic Gaming. That's 1-0. Optic starting right where they left off.
Really are. Just picking up from square one. But hey, this is a new map. So Denial, having a first weapon placement in this one, can be very crucial for them to set the tone, set the tempo. It's going to be drop shot on backstreet, going back to their bread and butter. And I say they should do that. Drop or boom, one of the two. And they're actually going to go for boom instead. So that's saying that, hey, you know, we got a little bit of respect for Optic, because even if they do get the boom, they're going to have they're going to have 2 shots rather than 4. So if Denial finds himself in a sticky situation, they can kind of bait out those 2 rockets.
Man,
it's hard to bait out 4 drops.
It really is. It really is. But here comes. You got Denial investing a lot of resources into the boom shot, as they should. So is Optic Gaming. 4 players on the ramp now as the scrimmage begins in the middle. Explosives, though. It's like you see one happen, and then the kills just keep on coming. Solars, he's going to take out Explosive, too. It doesn't matter. His shotgun's hitting everything. It's hitting everything.
Explosive's going to cap his home hill off respawn. All the other members of Optic
and they got
Gaming.
The boom shot watching.
Oh, actually, they already got a few players up top. He's going to let him go, and he's going to bring this rocket down to the corner. He told his teammate, he says, hey, back up, back up. I'm bringing a boom down the hall. That's going to be 1. He got another one in hand.
I think he just saves that. That was smart. Saves it. They're pinned inside. They don't have an option.
And they can't go back out the back end because it's players of Optic watching backstreet. So Denial is trapped until they can get a few kills. But they need to get this rocket out of Optic Gaming's hand, but Solars is just so patient.
And Solars, yes, you said patience. That was beautiful. With the boom shot, a lot of players at any given point in time, what they'll do is as soon as that player crept around the corner, he was going to waste that boom shot. Not Solars. He holds on to that for so long because that puts the fear of God in Denial when they're in that hallway, knowing that they can't group up, because if they do, they're going to give Solars a multi-kill.
And you know, your anxiety just kicks in because it's like, can you please shoot this rocket so I don't have to think about this when I'm fighting my fights. But Optic, we saw the discipline from them on that round. And it looks like Denial says, hey, we want to block out these dual spawns. Just keep that big, heavy power weapon on that side of the map if you want. But they're going to say, hey, you know what? Let's put some nades in the middle of the map. Open up some different strategies for us.
If you get the nades, you're able to send them over to the boom shot fight. So that middle scuffle is going to be very important. Yeah. Who are going to be the players that go down there, we'll see.
With the boom and the nades on the map, we're typically going to see probably a 3-2. 3 at backstreet, 2 in middle map. Every round, and actually we're going to see a different variation. We're going to see a 3-4.
Who's that one player in market?
An extra player is just Mental by himself in a 1v2.
Does Mental win this? No, Mental's going to go down.
So
Rushies,
now
they get the weapons, but they're losing the battle on the back street.
But now at this point, you can grab the nades, you can bait Optic into the boom, toss the nades over there, try to pick up a few kills. But what Denial should have done is after they killed Mental, both these players, Franchise and Rezik and whoever that was, should have pulled out their lancers and started to lancer through that smoke, trying to at least get 1 down to start a chain revive so you can utilize those nades better.
Summons with the boom shot once again, and he's going to be real coy with that, only using them when he needs to. I think that was 1 shot. Did they use the second, though?
No, they didn't. So this is another situation where, you know, if you want to, you can kind of bait this boom out, right? Now, imagine that player had 3 extra drops to use. That's a more difficult situation. That's why Denial opted to put the boom shot down instead of the drop shot. But Optic Gaming knows that they have a man advantage, and when they know this is when they get aggressive. Smokes come out, here comes Summons.
That's going to stun Sleepy, which is going to send him back. Summons goes right for that safe haven, that cover, and Sleepy's going to be tucked in the corner. He's not going to have a lot of help to live. That's going to be a substantial respawn for him now. Franchise very weak inside of the point. He had 2 players in there trying to just bounce around and get out of dodge because it was not looking good. They have managed to surround the 2 players from Optic Gaming, though. Summons is going to be creeping. He doesn't get that shot, and Rushies is there to help him out. Rezik, excuse me, is there to help him out.
Denial had to win that team fight. They had a pinch come in from Bell Tower. They hit a 3v2 situation on 2 of the Optic Gaming members trying to capture their home hill. Got that player caught, Summons slipping, but Solars with the defensive stand going to get reinforcements. Hilm and Praise to defend the B hill. They need to because it's the only hill Optic Gaming has, and yes, they will.
Solars played that angle so well, Blaze. As soon as he realized that there was going to be a player that could potentially land him, he went right out for that box and played the cover to perfection.
You can't really clean up that kill on that side of the map. You got to have a player come pick him up.
Like
Sleepy needs to be a little bit more patient while Franchise get those Lancer shots in, because all Fran had to do was get 1 down for Sleepy, and Sleepy could have had control over that entire fight.
Explosives has secured the frag grenades. I believe the boom shot was also picked up.
Yes, it is.
Who in a second here, but that spread
Boom shot to the hand of Solars for Optic
Once
Gaming.
again.
So now Denial has to defend from this one. They're going to be down by about 50 or so points.
And they have to
need
make a
all
play.
3 hills, and they need to start now. You really don't have time because you want as much time as you can get. So this push should have probably came 6 years ago, and it started on the left-hand side of the map. Rezik waiting for his teammates to get noticed to draw some attention away from the push coming down towards this B alley.
But you got Boomshot protecting the backstreet, Blaze, and because of that, they're going to get those easy picks. The nades are also going to instigate them as soon as they push on through, and this is going to be Optic Gaming one more time with 3 rounds straight. Are we going to look at a 7-0 potentially?
They've won 10 of the last 11 rounds. And Optic Gaming is showing no signs of stopping.
Denial they keep trying out new things. Nades in the middle. Maybe that'll work.
All right.
Block Bell Tower.
Blocks on the side. They want to keep the fight towards the B side on Backstreet. So that means that Denial is constantly trying to make adjustments, constantly trying to just change up while they're losing these initials off the start with this boom. We'll see in round 4, have they finally found the final piece of that puzzle of beating Optic Gaming at the Backstreet.
Really want to see Denial just get back into this game, folks. You know, I know as a commentator you got to be a little unbiased, but
we want to see a good game. And you know what? This is a good one because Optic Gaming winning 4 maps in a row. I didn't think that they honestly could do it at this tournament, and they proved me wrong, and we're seeing why.
Franchise gets 1, Franchise gets 2. Also, Rushy's picked up a double, and Denial, they're going to win that fight. You got 1 player left for Optic Gaming. That's mental. They have B. They're ready.
Optic, so you're going to start to see this boom shot in the hands of Franchise. Here comes the pressure. It's still 2 members down of Optic. You want to be able to use this boom, probably pick up a double. You want some help from mid-map. Rezik is getting trapped for whatever reason, and he's going to fall. Fran got another kill with that boom, but everybody not on the same page for Denial there. But it's still, they could have got that trip cap.
Well, they're close to getting it there. They started it up.
Rushy's had to get out.
Yeah, forces some movement. Rushy's will have some assistance, but he's getting shot. And look at that, Lancer fire right from behind me. The help that they're getting, Optic Gaming. Praise is there to assist him.
So Solars is going to get his home hill back for Optic. Now Optic is going to get their first set of points. Denial needs to understand that, hey, since we got such a big lead, we can take our time on some of these fights. We're not in a rush at this point, and when Denial is not in a rush, that's when they do their best.
Solars was waiting for him. He knew that something was fishy and a player was going to be hanging out there. Even though his teammate looked to be going toward Bell Tower, that call out came and the help was right there immediately. 3 down, 4 down. Rushy's last man standing. Can the Mechanical Wizard manage to build his way out of this one? But no. That's another one.
Get out of here. Optic Gaming, 4 rounds in a row on this map. At first I was going to say the last 4 maps, they won the first 4 rounds in each one. Except Forge, it was still close though. All right, what does now want to do? This map is set up exactly the way that they want it to be, but nothing's coming out of it. Optic Gaming is just too much, and I said at this point, you know, I don't even think the maps matter. I just think Optic Gaming is just in their heads at this point. It's all psychological. They're destroying them. They got the momentum. They got the crowd. If Denial, they still have a shot. I've seen plenty of 4-0 comebacks. I've seen 6-2 comebacks. All right, I've seen a lot of things in Gears of War 4 this season. So they're not out of it just yet, but, oh man, somebody needs to step it up.
Indeed, Blaze. Rushy's does get that quick pickup, though, with the boom shot on a team kill. Rezik kills Franchise, which they don't have a player there, and Explosive is still going to be alive. Got Icy. He's still going to fight, though. He's still going to keep this one going. Hanging around the pillar, but he's going to be so weak. Look at that, the Crimson Omen, and that is going to chunk him. Sleepy, all alone in the middle of the map. Down, and now he will be out. Is this happening?
Oh, man, that's not nice.
He's letting him know, Blaze. He's letting him know. You're getting in the head.
Oh.
It's over before it started. That's how it felt like.
How you don't like Gears of War?
I love this game.
Oh, man. Now, Fran, he's going to be able to pick up that kill. Gets a nice shot into Praise, but now starting to back up on this one. Optic Gaming are the aggressors, but Rezik starting to turn up a little bit towards the B hill, trying to put this one in his favor. Optic Gaming, they came back into that last round, even being down by about 80 or so points. So it's all about getting these kills. Denial can play for that trip cap domination. Currently, 2 members down of Optic Gaming. They have to make a play. You got 2 members down on the side of the. Oh my God! You know what? Take it away, Golden Boy.
What the hell? He just turned around. Didn't even look like he had the second hand on the Nasher. It was like a one-handed Nasher kill. Oh my God! You can't let that happen. Summons is a monster. Summons is coming alive. He's ascending before our very eyes, people. Super Saiyan Bear.
Alex Ascension, getting it done. Icy, he falls. Optic Gaming looking to get in his home hill, looking to go up 5 rounds in a row. But Denial has found an entry point. They've got into their home hill. They slowed down this assault a little bit. 4 players are off a respawn. They're trying to get the back street as soon as possible to play for the new boom shot.
Very important power weapon, though. They got a player down. And here you see the audience in Mexico City.
Oh, you can't allow that to happen. You can't, but his teammate will get picked up. So B's gonna get decapped. Sleepy's gonna fall, but he does get the kill on Mental.
They're gonna stop the domination. They're gonna stop the bleeding. Still a big lead, 146 to 45. Franchise has angles.
So Explosive's in a difficult spot. He's gonna fall. But you need the B hill, you need the A hill. I don't think Denial's been on Optic Gaming side of the map this entire round.
Nah, they've been pinned in the back. Pinned the entirety of this matchup.
So now they got to overextend towards his home hill. But look at the advantage at the high side, especially with such a big lead. Mental could just kind of just chill out, Lancer, get these marks on these players. Optic Gaming is backing up and just going to try to down out Denial one by one. Win off one hill. Oh, praise. That hurt.
And we haven't really discussed that, what that high ground advantage looks like for Optic Gaming. They've been able to utilize it a couple times like what you saw right there. So maybe Denial has a chance when it flips over and they go up to the high ground. I mean, I'm just trying to find something.
Yeah, you're digging deep, Golden Boy.
I really am. Explosives gets a double kill. He's letting him know. He's giving him the disrespect. Summons isn't missing anything.
Optic Gaming, 2 rounds away from completing a flawless reverse sweep. What can we call it a reverse sweep? We can't really call it a reverse sweep.
This is just flawless victory.
It's just a flawless. Yeah, 2 rounds away from a flawless victory.
Now that's what this game's
in the
gonna be.
losers bracket in the grand finals of the biggest event of the year.
Might as well put the kitchen sink on the map, Denial. Just get something, throw something at them.
At this point, Explosive is just like a fire-breathing dragon. He's out here. He's hot. 23 kills, 8 downs, 8 deaths.
The crowd in Mexico City, a sight to behold. Everyone joining in song, and it's been so fun for everyone here. But we got some more Gears of War to watch. It's not over yet. I gotta keep rooting for Denial to be able to bring something back here. Get a round win going into the half. Something that's going to give you that kind of momentum that you can build off of.
This is the furthest your back can be up against the wall. It's 5-0.
At this point, you're in the wall.
Yeah, you are in the wall now. You're in the green wall at this point, correct? So, can Denial get out of this situation? It's going to take a lot of pressure. It's going to take a lot of resilience from these guys. And it starts now.
Back shock grenade's going to close out that lane, and Sleepy's going to pay for that one as he back rolls over there. The hammer burst, a lot of damage being output. Explosives gets a kill on Sleepy with the nades, and they're clearing him out. They're clearing him out of here, Blaze.
Yeah, Mental with a double kill. Optic Gaming looking to get aggressive towards his back street. Now that new boom shot is going to be up soon, and it's actually going to be there. Rushy's had one in hand. Here comes Nades. He is going to get away, but he's going to fall down. There.
5 down, Blaze. We're going to match point. Optic Gaming, the flawless victory.
I told you, Golden Boy. I said if Optic Gaming beats them 7-1 on this map, they're that damn good and that damn focused, they're going to try to beat them 7-0 the next one. And that's exactly what it's looking like.
Solars is asking questions. He's wondering, he's like, what's going on? There's a lot of trash being talked. There was a lot of, there was the whole thing about the strats and the controversy and the discussions. And
that winners bracket finals. Ooh.
And it worked, right? Denial won.
Yeah.
They won the game.
but somehow, some way between there and now, they lost something.
You can win the winner bracket final, but it's all about the big one. Optic Gaming, 1 round away from perfection. 7-0 in the grand final. Are the shots missing? No, it's going to be Denial. Denial's going to be able to bounce back here. Okay, here we go. 5 players down. Someone's going to be the last one left alive. Remember, you get that reset. We're going to be in round 7, so that means that the respawns go back to 12 seconds here. Summons, though, is a man possessed after taking out Franchise. But Denial finally are going to get a point on the board.
Beat.
Heartbeat?
Beat. A little bit. It's faint.
Some life, man.
It's super faint.
Some life.
I don't know, man. I think Optic Gaming, they're ruthless at this point. With the foot on the throat, even if it's faint, they're going to try to end it now. Shout out to the Mexico City crowd. Shout out to all the fans at home who've enjoyed the awesome Gears of War action. We appreciate you guys. It's been a wild event, Golden Boy.
It really has. I really was hell-bent on doing an event in Mexico City, and I'm so glad I got to come here and experience it.
Yeah, you know, you've been here twice, you know, the Halo World Finals.
Yeah.
You know, this is pretty much kind of like our World Finals as well, with the amount of people that's out here. But in round number 8, we're going to see if Denial can get another one on the board, or if Optic is going to come out and be your champions of Mexico City.
Look for the initials here. It's going to be important. Franchise is going to get peppered up quite a bit. Now he's really going to be in pain, and he jumps over that ledge. I don't think that's what he wanted to have happen. And he's letting him know, Blaze. He's letting him know.
They're working this crowd. And when Optic Gaming is having fun, there's such a threat. Denial.
Here we go.
3
seconds.
Dead. They had a great event, Golden Boy.
But it's not enough. Optic Gaming win 2-0, 2-0. Reset the bracket. They are your Gears Pro Circuit.